Hello, welcome to my reaction to Andor episode 8. It's called Narkina 5. Really excited about this one. My name's Bobby. So happy to be here to watch more Star Wars with you guys. I know, not that this is a big channel yet anyway, and I haven't even really started promoting it yet, but my editing schedule's been crazy. I've had a lot to edit, and these haven't been easy things to edit. I'm recording them a little bit differently this week. Hopefully that can make it a little bit easier to get through YouTube. I've had to do some crazy editing to get them to not be copyright blocked. But regardless of that, this has been an absolutely fantastic series so far. Just phenomenal. The writing, the atmosphere, the tension, the character work, the directing. The last episode announcement, there is an episode between I'm forgetting both of their names right now. I'm terrible with character names sometimes. I apologize. So the scene was between Clea and Vel, and my goodness, it was a small scene, but the way it was shot, I kind of didn't realize this. You'll see back in my reaction for the episode, I didn't respond to the specifics in the moment, but I've got a light in my face. I'm watching on my small computer screen as opposed to, and I watched the episode later on my big 4K TV without distractions. It was, I noticed some of the framing of that specific scene where they more and more, specifically Clea, short side framed her more and more. Like people have mentioned that I saw one or two people mention the short side framing, but they didn't notice the progression of it. Like it started already in a weird spot. You're over Vel's shoulder, looking at Clea, but it's already Clea's like in the middle of the frame, which she should be on our right of the frame. She's already in the middle of the frame, and so Clea has Vel kind of trapped in a small part of the frame. She's cornered, which is fantastic. A lot of people, or the few people I've seen that even mention this altogether, says it makes you feel weird as a viewer because you're so used to correct framing that when something's done wrong like that, it makes you feel odd, something's off, which obviously they're conveying in that scene. They want you to feel uncomfortable, but also it can be used for some different things too in that same vein. And in that particular instance, I think you wanted to make it feel like she was pushing Vel pretty much off frame, and she was pushing Vel to, go after Andor. And it may have even been in there, because we never saw Luthen tell Clea, we want Andor killed, he's a loose end. That may be Clea going into business for herself to protect Luthen, because that's a sense I get possibly from this. The framing here, something's off, something's wrong. She's so short framed by the end of that scene that it's so off-putting and so wrong that it's almost, is she even doing what she's supposed to be doing, to say nothing of the pressure that is putting on Clea, or putting on Vel, excuse me. So the directing's been fantastic. This show's just been absolutely incredible. I want to go ahead and jump right into this episode here. We're going to get started.
Wait, I'm just a tourist.
So are we time jumping in this one? Has he spent a little time in jail? Curious about that. We'll see in just a moment. It looks like we're still in jail on Space Miami. Niamos, I think it was called. I don't know why I keep looking off at my other screen when you're right there. And they're getting transported off-world.
There is Pala.
Narkina 5.
What is that? What's Narkina 5? I'm a tourist.
Uh-oh. You think it's Supervisor Miro that's actually found him? He's an ISB. He's definitely Supervisor Miro. Here she comes. Yep.
I'm Lieutenant Dedra Miro. I'm the ISB supervisor for the Morlana sector. You have engaged the curiosity of the ISB.
Never a good thing. Narkina 5. I remember seeing these in the trailer, yeah.
This is an Imperial Star Parts unit, stolen from the Steerguard Naval Yard last year. We don't know when it was taken because Steerguard was afraid to disclose its theft and thought they could hide its absence. My full report highlights the prevalence of this problem galaxy-wide.
Yularen.
I'm listening. It's a large investment.
It's a fraction of the price of lost technology. Identify Axis. They escaped together. It's the first, best lead we've had.
Supervisor Mero has convinced me that this Axis has been nimble in spreading his activities across the galaxy.
It's the first one he's made. Drill down is exactly what I want to do, sir. Drill down, find Andor, and get a hunt started.
She convinced Yularen.
And hopefully one you won't need to have answered very often, but...
That's why they're barefoot and everyone else is in special boots. Understood.
You may stop.
You just said it. You will never be too aggressive in preserving order.
That's what I thought. Everyone wanted to say, ooh, maybe he's going to become a rebel. I never. The way things were filmed around him, it was never. Absolute belief like that. Wow.
Step off, move.
I gotta say, this music is so Mass Effect. Very 80s sci-fi.
For day shift. 7 levels of factory, 7 rooms per level, 7 tables per room, 7 men, each table. My name is Kino Loy. I'm the 5-2D unit manager. The 49 men in this room answer to me. Name?
Chief.
It's Snoke! Andy Serkis. Back in Star Wars. Wow. Alright. This is fun. And completely unexpected.
The tables in this room. I play against all the other rooms.
Play.
Call it what you will. The point of this conversation is that you understand one thing most clearly. I have 249 days left of my sentence. Don't ever slow up my line. Table 5.
My goodness.
Not for me.
No, I'll have hers.
Leader. We've met.
Indeed.
You're here all the time now.
Learning to love Coruscant.
My father's looking.
Uh-oh.
You're drinking squigs.
Oh, I've lost my taste for it.
It's disgusting.
That's the point.
I should find Dad. Nice to see you again.
What about the money I've moved already? Everything's tucked away.
She seemed awfully uncomfortable.
So we've given...
He's looking shell-shocked. Wow. They talked about how busy they are. The guards did. I'm sure these new policies are... There's an influx.
What do you mean?
We're discussing legislation. Speeches.
What does he mean? What is public order?
It's an awfully big box, isn't it?
The Emperor's primary charge is to protect us, is it not? That's what the PORD legislation will do. How much protection is enough? We know what too little looks like.
Surveillance and prosecution. Without limit.
Doing nothing wrong. What is there to fear?
Well, I'm fearing your definition of wrong. These are dangerous times.
Dangerous time.
Are they not?
Do you feel under threat?
Politics, man. I'm loving it, though, in this show.
Don't worry. You learn to eat it.
Fed from a
Way
tube.
to start.
Just doubling sentences. It's ridiculous. Back on Ferrix.
Tell me what's going on.
Bix.
Freezing. My mother was a miner, and that'll cure you.
She wanted to see if the tunnel under the hotel was still open,
Why?
so the rebellion can sneak in and take them by surprise.
Oh, goodness.
She's a rebel.
But she's looking for him.
Where did you go?
Who's the big one?
I have no idea.
Both of them there.
No way.
That's slipping, Leia.
Uh-oh.
You've just been hiding too long.
It's all different now. We're going loud.
Someone gonna
Vulnerabilities.
intercept this?
Slipping.
I know. I just need you to wake up. There's a lot to do.
Shut it down.
So the ship's name is called the Fondor. Interesting. No. Is he gonna kill himself? Man. What's going on?
Up and down. Clear the lane.
Did they catch her transmission? Even though it was never answered?
Colleen! Bix Colleen. That's your name, isn't it? If not, the resemblance is striking.
Get this Orbeez. Run!
Get her!
I don't think she's gonna get away this time. Man. Segramilo. The Partisans. Saw.
So, my friend, Garrison at Aldani. Is that you?
I was just about to ask you the same thing.
You never tell me if it was.
Krieger's a separatist. My pays a neo-republican. The Gorman Front. The Partisan Alliance. Sectorists. Human cultists. Galaxy petitionists. They're lost. All of them lost. Lost.
Yeah, they got her. Well, that was another excellent episode. Obviously, this is the beginning of another 3-episode arc, it seems. We got Cyril Karn was found by Deidre Miro, who asked her about some things related to Ferrix. We got Marva, who's doing some things that I think she has a little too much belief in the rebellion right now. We've got more political intrigue with Mon Mothma and Take Holma, along with her husband and her daughter, who's acting weird, and I think they're going to think something's up with Tay that isn't actually up. We got Vel and Cintas. Cintas made it off Aldani. They were on Ferrix trying to find Cassian, but they decided, or Cintas decided, that it would be better if she was there alone. It would be less suspicious. So Vel left planet. The Empire came, or Bix tried to make Bix tried to contact Luthen Vale. Or, I keep calling him Vale. Luthen Rail, who, after Clea made sure he didn't respond, and in fact shut down communication with Ferrix altogether, and with Bix, the shipyard and the two people, or the guy who was running the shipyard where that secret transmitter was found out by the Empire because of this. Bix was arrested, and it looks like she's about to get tortured. And of course we've got Cassian Andor in prison on Narkina 5 and a labor camp, basically. High production, 12-hour shifts, electrified floors to keep everyone in check. And Luthen Rail went to see Saw Gerrera and meet with him to try and get him to meet, I forget the name, Argo, I think, something. Saw Gerrera refused. And I think that was pretty much the episode. A lot of fantastic stuff. Obviously, more setup, almost no action, just more tense setup and political intrigue to lead us through the next 2 episodes in this arc. I can't wait for next week. This episode's so good. This show is so good. All right, programming note. I'm going to get these episodes up all before episode 9 drops. So, before episode 9, this was episode 8, right? Yeah. So, all these episodes, all of my reactions will be up before episode 9 drops next week. I will also be doing, one of the things is, this is the first series I'm reacting to on this channel, and it's a slow series with not a lot of action, and it's absolutely fantastic. But it's a lot of me just sitting here watching the screen, maybe a little slack-jawed at times, but there's not a whole lot of big stuff for me to react to. So, as fantastic as the show is, not the greatest show for a reaction series, but I will be doing Tales of the Jedi, that has also released right now today, and today as of this recording here at 4 in the morning on Wednesday. I will be slowly, or not slowly, but I will be reacting to all those probably throughout this week, and I will get those up as well. And hopefully those will be a little more action heavy, a little more fun, and a little more well, they certainly won't be as good as Andor. It's Star Wars, and it'll be fun, and it'll be, I think there'll be easier actions or easier reactions for me to edit and easier to watch, more fun to watch. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching this. Please give the video a like, subscribe if you can. Check out BMP Sports. That's youtube.com/Bomb Media Productions. Over there, we've got a wrestling podcast, and there'll be a number of other shows starting up over there as well. Here, like I said, I'm doing the Andor reactions. I'll do Tales of the Jedi. There'll be trailer reactions at some point. I haven't really started those regularly yet, but I'll be doing more and more of those. There'll be reviews. I've got my buddy Tony, who does the wrestling podcast with me. He'll be doing a Halloween Ends review. He's already done the review as far as I know. He just has to send me the video, and I'll edit it together, and it'll drop on the channel. And we have also got his show, Qualified Human, will be on this channel here. So be on the lookout for everything. Please give the channel a subscribe if you feel up to it. And let me know what you think of Andor and this episode specifically down in the comments below. I want to talk to you guys. All right, see you next week.